Still talk about fasting, we're talking about frequent travellers. So those who are frequent travellers, truck drivers who fly from one country to another, who travel by ship, Allah has given them the concession to break their fast. Though their travel may take a vast majority of the year, they may not be able to pay back the fasting this year or the following year. They can calculate, add them up and make it up one day. For a traveller, even travelling is through means which are comfortable, even in airline and business class, no matter what the luxury you got, is still a concession from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to skip fasting. This is the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then this is the reason for skipping fasting. Nevertheless, if I'm in my hometown and my flight is at 1 p.m, so 4 hours before sunset, I have to fast the entire day until the plane takes off, until I set off on my journey. You cannot skip the whole day. This is not permissible, but rather the portion when you are on the plane, you interrupt your fasting when you set off on your journey. If a person's reason for breaking the fast is uplifted, is he obliged to continue to fast the rest of the day? For example, if I was in another country and I was coming home, so when I travelled I was not fasting, so I reached the airport of my hometown midday. Now I'm home, now I am not a traveller. Am I obliged to continue fasting until sunset, knowing that it's not counting for me? Also, for a woman on a menses, midday her purity comes, she performs ghusl, prays dhuhr. For both of these situations, no, they do not need to fast from midday to sunset, because Allah has given these two the concession, and those like them the concession not to fast due to the excuse of travelling or being on the menstrual cycle. Let's talk about irregular bleeding for women. Al-mustahada, a woman who is experiencing bleeding. So we spoke about istihada. A woman is either pure, she can pray and fast and be intimate with a husband, or she is in her menses, she cannot pray or be intimate with a husband. There is a woman between that called a mustahada, and she is a woman who gets irregular bleeding, and that is neither her monthly cycle nor she is pure. She doesn't see a purity. This woman's just a normal person with the illness that causes this irregular bleeding. She has to pray on time, and she has a concession if it's difficult for her to make wudu for further prayers, and to clean herself to combine between Dhuhr and Asr, Maghrib and Isha, and read Fajr alone. If there's no real hardship, she has to pray on time. She can also pray and fast, and she has to pray and fast, and that is valid for her. This is where I conclude my video. Wa sallallahu wa baraka ala nabina Muhammad. Astaghfirullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.